Hello, world.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Serious Talk segment. Today we're going to talk about, what is your purpose? And before we get into that, let me give you a scenario of what purpose means. The reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. The reason why I want to talk about what is your purpose, a lot of us don't know what our purpose is. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what my purpose is because I don't know. All I know is that I exist. All I know is that I create. I remember when I was 16 years old, I was walking my German Shepherd outside on the 4th of July. And I had a sparkle in my hand, so-called celebrating the 4th of July. And something stopped me in the middle of the street. And I looked up in the sky and I asked God this question: what is my purpose? Now, I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to get religious on you, I'm not going to get spiritual on you, but I am a person that do believe that there is a higher power greater than me. A lot of us don't know what our purpose is. Your purpose is not getting up every day, going to work and making money and paying bills. Everyone has a gift inside themselves, and we have to figure out what that gift is. Sometimes it's hard because some of us have multiple gifts, but we have to stand for something or we will fall for anything. And today I'm not going to say emotional. I'm in deep thought. You know what I mean? Because when I try to sit down and isolate myself and get into my thoughts, and I sit down and I ask myself, what is my purpose? And I come up with numerous, answers to that. But do we really know what our purpose is? Some people think their purpose is making money. Some think their purpose is being the God gift to women or men. And it's just a funny feeling inside you when you think about things like that. A lot of people don't want to get deep. A lot of people don't want to get to the core of themselves. You have to figure out what your purpose is. I can't sit around and have somebody tell me what my purpose is. Like, who are they to tell me what my purpose is? You're a human being just like I am, So, we would like for you guys, man, to plug in, and we have questions and answers and things like that. Me and my partner, Darian George, we've been doing this for a minute. And it's not about who plugs in or who watch this. We doing it because we feel that there's a purpose behind what we doing.
I can very well say me myself that I've pretty much found my purpose, and that has happened. A lot of time your purpose can be one thing that you're working towards and that you're passionate about. When you become passionate about this, it becomes a purpose for it in your life. You have a meaning for what it is you want to be, why you want to be that. And one thing I say about us entrepreneurs, we stand strong on our drive, and that drive is that why. That's what keeps us going, is that why. Why are you wanting to be what you're trying to be? Why are you trying to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish? I mean, is it a sickness of someone else that you're trying to help with? Is it a even if your friend crashed their car, is it the funds that you're trying to get up to help them get their car back so they can get to going back and forth to school, get to going back and forth to work or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It really has to be a why, and sometimes that why really have to make you cry, man. I'm talking about to the point of you got to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. You have to want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. And your why will keep you driving now. You know what I'm saying? Keep you going now, because it's easy to get weak. And when it's your purpose, you don't want to fall short. I mean, it's a surprising subject, you know what I'm saying? I really, me, myself, didn't even know the topic today, so this is nothing planned. This is straight up Q&A. You know what I'm saying? We were like questions, you know what I'm saying, to be asked so that we can answer, you know what I'm saying? Even if it takes us to answer them on the next upcoming video, you know, when you see this right here posted in the and posted on Facebook or whatnot, leave a comment, leave a question, you know what I'm saying? What really have you thinking about your purpose? You know what I'm saying? Have you come up with your purpose? What motivation do you need on your way to accomplish your purpose?
And the thing about, you know, we came up with the topic, what is your purpose? Because it's the aim, it's the goal of a person. You know, this is about you. This is not about your wife. This is not about your children, and this is not about your family members. We're talking about you as an individual. You know, a lot of us really don't seek out our purpose. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you know, we are really not trying to sit here like we have all the answers. You know, we just out here trying to find our purpose just like everybody else is trying to find theirs. Now, we are into multiple things. If that's our purpose, then all praise is due to the man upstairs. But sometimes, man, you know, you have to sit back. You have to be by yourself, and you have to focus and do some deep thinking on you. True. You know, because if you don't feel that you validate you, a lot of people feel they have to validate themselves by getting married. A lot of people have to feel like they have to validate themselves by, man, I want the baddest car, the newest car, the baddest home. I mean, having the material things is fine, but being of the world doesn't mean that that's your purpose. You know, you live here. You have to understand something. You are like a traveler traveling when it comes to you living in this world, because your stay here is only temporary. I don't care if you live to be 114 years old. You're not going to be on this planet forever. But the thing is that what do you do with your time? See, because time is not refundable. Time is precious. So you have to figure out, are you going to live the rest of your life getting up every day, doing the same thing? Because, see, I was taught that if you do the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Now, everybody wants to live a good life. Who don't? Come on, man. Who don't want to live a good life? Who don't want to get up in the morning and get in a nice car and have a food full of refrigerator, don't have to worry about bills and everything else? I mean, but is that all we are existing for? You know, my thing is I get a natural high out of just helping somebody. You know, just walking up to somebody, you see how they look, you can tell their day is bad, and just walk up to them and say, hey, good morning. How are you? You know, and a lot of people very rarely say this. Can I help? Let me help you. And another thing is that, man, your circle, you have to be careful with your circle, man, because you have to have people within your circle that's going to help you when you are down. I don't want to be around somebody when I'm doing bad that I can't receive no help from them. What I'm saying is that we are our brother's keeper, okay? We have to pick each other up. I'm not going to stand there and talk bad about you when I know you're doing bad. If I am being successful, all you got to do is ask me how I did it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time and I'm going to show you.
Hey, man, that was mad knowledge right there, man. I really want to say something, man. Just feeding off of what you were just saying. A lot of stuff that you were just saying, man. Hope that I can remember it all, but it was just spitting right there. And it was really kind of made me go to, you know, spiritual side of things. You know what I'm saying? Don't look down on a man unless you're picking him up, you know? And something else he was saying about, man, you was shooting, man. You was shooting.
I'm talking about your circle.
It was mad crazy, you know, man. Your circle, you changing the environments. I really just spoke on with somebody about changing the environments today, man. You really have to be around a positive family, man. You know, the change of mind is everything. Really, you think about when I say, and I have said before, that we spend too much time eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with our financial advisors which is our parents, which is our cousins, which is our best friend. And, you know, just think about what their account looking like. Where it's at. And that's where yours gonna be. So really you need to change your environment. Start getting around some millionaires. Start eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with some doctors. It's something that you want to be, somebody that you want to be like. You really have to be mentored. I say it all the time. It's a skill. It has to be taught. It has to be learned.
You know, we made the topic is what is your purpose. A lot of us are into so many things that we really don't know what our purpose is. You know, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I have been in my way for so long that I think that I should have been doing what God wanted me to do as far as my purpose is concerned. It took me a long time to try to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure that out, you know, but I had to clean up my act. I had to eliminate places, things, and people in order for me to have clarity on what I'm supposed to do, what I'm about. You know what I mean? So once God started removing these things, once I surrendered, he started removing these things from my life. And I see clearer, I think clearer, you know? And sometimes I get angry, sometimes I get upset, sometimes I worry, sometimes I cry, you know, because I want this, I want that. And I'm trying to figure out how to go by getting it. And you need to be careful what you ask for, because see, sometimes God will give it to you knowing you're not ready for it. So once again, what is your purpose? You know what I'm saying? You can't live just to be living, man. You know, because you listen, and I tell all my friends this and family members, you have one, right? I haven't heard anybody being reincarnated, coming back from the dead except Jesus. I don't know anybody that came back from a death experience. What I'm saying is this here: you got one life to live. You have to live that life with a purpose. You know, is your purpose getting up in the morning, having a cup of coffee, washing yourself up, getting up, going to work, coming home, eating dinner, play with the wife, and then go to bed, and then do the same thing the next day? And then when you get a little change in your pocket, you take her on vacation, or she take you on vacation, and then you're right back at the same house doing the same thing. So what is your purpose? See, I want to be involved. I want to be involved with righteous people. I want to be involved in doing something that is a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Our children today, they are being misled, miseducated, and misguided. The parents these days are younger. The average grandmother back in the days, she was about 60, 70 years old. Now, these days, the average grandmother is about 40 years old. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we getting away. And I remember, and I'm going to mention his name because he's a very good pastor. His name is Pastor Gooden. And he said, we have to reach the millennium babies because they think different than we do. They talk different than we do. And we have to learn how to communicate with them because they are very rebellious. We can't approach them with the same system on how we grew up in. We have to approach them within and on their own territory. So how can we do this? We sit back, we judge them, pull your pants up, don't do this, you talking crazy, don't disrespect your mama, boo, boo, boo. But you need to understand the mindset had to be set by somebody or something or some system.
I once heard a mentor, me myself, I take myself to school a lot on this YouTube thing, man, you know what I'm saying? I really use YouTube for the positive reason, but I ran across a mentoring video that I happened to sit back and watch, and it said that we raise kids in a manner that we really should turn and do the vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Just to say, like, you know how we get on the kids when they leave plates and dishes or whatever on the table or in the front room or whatever on the TV, or they make a mess on the floor, and we condemn them. We seem to be so hard on them. You know what I'm saying? But why not take it in vice versa? You know what I'm saying? Because just that right there alone can be like a mental a mental abuse, a
Yeah.
mental hurt
They feeling
towards
attacked.
that child. You know what I'm saying? But if you take in vice versa, this is what I'm hearing, and this is what the picture I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? That if you take in vice versa, every attack that you made towards this child and made a change and inspired them in a way when they finally took the dish to the sink and acknowledged that. You acknowledge, good job. I seen you took the dish to the sink, man. I appreciate that, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
why get something, waste something in the floor and then hurry up and go get a towel? Good job. You caught that before it got all out of place, out of whack. So you know what I'm saying? It's different things that we can put in place us ourselves when it comes to raising these kids and mentoring these kids. You know what I'm saying? And all kids have visions, you know, and that's what we're really out here for, to build that vision. So you know they feel when they feel they have caught their purpose in life. Your purpose in life will come at you at a young age, believe it or not.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that, I mean, have you ever sat down and asked your child what do they feel their purpose is? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's probably hard for you to ask them that if you don't know what your purpose is.
Ask them what they want to do other than what you want them to do.
Right. Listen, we have a tendency to raise our children like us, and my question is why? You have to understand, even though they're children, they still separate individuals. They still have their own mind. They're gonna grow up, and they will be rebellious if you try to force your way of life upon them. You know, like for example, a child goes to church. You take a child to church every day. I mean, not every day. You take a child to church every Sunday. So you're grooming this child to go to church. And when this child grow up and that child don't go to church, you going to get upset. Not the child, but you. Now, it has to be that child's decision that he or she wants to continue to do that. Once again, the topic is, what is your purpose? Some people's purpose is to be good parents. Some people's purpose is to be CEOs. Some people's purpose is to be good businessmen. Some people's purpose is to be a basketball player, a cop. We can go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, you can get involved in a career or a trade thinking it's your purpose, and it might not be. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to make a living. I'm not knocking that. But there has to be more to you. It has to be more to life. It has to be more to you and your purpose. What is your purpose, man?
That's like I say, I think it's more like when you'll know when even times get hard, you just can't let it go. It's just that passion for whatever it is you're doing. I mean, it's that love for whatever it is you're doing. And you just want to be able to let it go. You know, what your purpose is that belief, that unstoppable belief that you can get to your goal. You can accomplish every goal that you set. You know what I'm saying? That any obstacle that's in the way is like unbearable. Your passion, nothing will stop you.
That's right.
Regardless.
That's right. But I don't mean to cut you off, D. And I'm gonna give you another example. As a child, I grew up, and I remember being woke up every morning hearing my mother sing, and my mother loved to sing. That was her passion, and at one point, I felt that was her purpose, and my father smothered that. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you don't let nobody smother your purpose, your dream, or your gift. You pursue that by any means necessary. And I'm gonna tell you something, and it might hurt you or it might hurt others, but if you have to let something or someone go, then you do that, because if you don't do it, you will live the rest of your life and regret that you didn't pursue your gift or your purpose.
Wow, that's wonderful, man. Hey, man, hey. A lot of us hold grudges and everything else and just don't know we're being cursed because of just this grudge we hold. We can't progress to the next level. Let it go. You know what I'm saying?
You better let it go.
Let it go. You know what I'm saying? I really had an equation written down: vision, plus God equals go.
There you go.
You have a vision. You know what I'm saying? You believe in God, and you what your vision is. You know what I'm saying? You just go. No more procrastination. Just go. Your purpose. You don't stop. Nothing is in the way can stop you. Do what you do. Handle your business. I believe you will accomplish all. Just like me myself, man. I don't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Accomplishing it might well be my middle name. Accomplishment, you know. Might need to put that on my Facebook page, Serious Talk.
No, bro, I say they're acting like we got all the answers, man. We don't. And to be honest with you, I mean, I'm just following what I feel is right, what I feel is righteous. And for me to sit here and tell you that I got my purpose down pat, I would be lying to you. I don't know, you know, because a lot of us have a gift, a lot of us have many gifts, you know. But once again, let me hit you with this, man. Once again, it's what is your purpose? And I'm gonna hit you. It says the feeling of being determined to do or achieve something. So once again, you know, do some inventory on you and figure out what your purpose is, because a lot of people out here are in need of help. A lot of people out here are in need of your purpose, of your gift. So serious talk, man. You know, you make some moves, find out what your purpose is, and act on it.
Let me read it again for me, man.
I'll read it for him again. Okay, simple definition of purpose means the reason why something is done or used, the aim of intention of something, the feeling of being determined to do or achieve something, the aim or goal of a person, what a person is trying to do or become.
What are you trying to do? Figure that out. What are you trying to become? Figure that out. How much determination do you have? You know what I'm saying? That's another subject. How much How much determination do you have?
That could be next week.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, listen, this is serious talk, and sooner or later, you will plug in, because you're dealing with two people that are just we just ordinary Joes, man.
And ain't stopping, you know.
You know, we not, you know, and I told my partner this, man, like, if you don't know me, you're not gonna like me, you know. And the reason why I say that is because I don't sit around and shuck a jive, man. Don't fill my head with a whole bunch of crap, man. Don't be. I ain't trying to wear no rubber boots around you because I gotta walk through all this mess. I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem separating myself from nonsense. I'm allergic to BS, and all I'm trying to do is just live this one life the best way I know how. That's
what's up. That's what's up. That's the job that I help, man. I want y'all to think about this, man. He done said it time after time in this video. You only got one life to live. What are you gonna do with it? Don't think you no cat. You ain't got 9. It's only one.
That's it.
I wanna say, man, do the utmost, man. Really, don't do nothing crazy. Do the utmost. I wanna aware you that crazy gonna come while you trying to do your utmost. Whoever said it was gonna be easy? When you trying to do what's right, that's when the hardest time is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? For those out there that feeling like they ain't got their help, our help is help. Trying to help you through. We take your load, put it on our back. We rock it out. We're gonna see what it do to the end. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get with us. DR1 George on Facebook.
Yeah, and lead9g@yahoo.com. You need to look us up, man. This is Serious Talk, part of I Help Incorporation. We are here to help. You know what I'm saying? Just holler at us, man. Go to our Facebook page and join the team, join the movement.
I Help Incorporated on Facebook.
Peace.
Get with us.